Viewers, you are welcome to Koyeb Ranch. In this video, we're going to share information about breeds of goats. The terminologies associated with goat production include buck, means a male of any age. Doe means female of any age. Kid is referred to a young of either sexes. Wether means castrated male. Flock or herd is a group of goats. Kidding means giving birth. A term like cabrito is a Spanish word. It used to refer to a young milk-fed goat. There are over hundreds and thousands of breeds of goats recognized worldwide, some of which are adapted to the climatic condition that they originate, and others bred by human beings for specialized purposes. Goats may be bred for dairy production or milk. They may be bred for meat purpose. They may be bred for both milk and meat purpose. They may be bred for fiber or wool. And then some are also bred as companions. Of goats that are bred for dairy or milk production, we have the Alpine goat, the Golden Guernsey, the La Mancha, the Tagamba, the Payoya, Obesahi, Sanin goat. We have the Sabi, Peacock goat, and then Nero Vasasco goat. Those that are bred purposely for meat include the Boer goat, Kalahari Red, Savannah, and then the Gene Master goats. Those that are bred for wool or fiber also include Pygora, Angora, and Kashmir. And then a few examples of companion goats include the American Pygmy and then the Pygmy goat itself. Let's look at the characteristics of some of the most popular breeds of goats. Spanish goat. The Spanish goat has no specific breed ancestry. It was developed through natural selection. The word Spanish is used to describe any of the goat of unknown ancestry. Their size vary greatly due to climate, terrain, and available breeding stock. Their body shape, ear shape, horns, hair, and color are not consistent. They are regarded as the Brahman cows of the world. They make excellent mothers. And then they are some of the most parasite-resistant goats available. The females or does thrive well and produce with little management. Another popular breed of goats is the Boer goat. The Boer is primarily a meat goat with several adaptations to the regions it was developed. It is used very effectively in South Africa in combination with cattle due to its browsing ability and limited impact on grass cover. Weaning rate is in excess of 160% of doe weight. It is a low maintenance animal that has sufficient milk to rear kids that is early maturing. Mature buck weighs between 240 to 300 pounds, and mature doe, that's the female, also weighs between 200 to 225 pounds. It's a Kiko goat. The Kiko goat is developed in New Zealand. Characteristics It is a hardy animal and has the ability to achieve substantial weight gain when run under natural conditions without supplementary feeding. It's a large frame animal and then early maturing. It has the ability of early maturing. They have exceptional conversion rate and they are not as heavily boned as some of the breeds. Kids born of average size but with considerable vigor. They are aggressive foragers and capable of thriving under severe conditions. The Savannah goat. Savannah is a solid white South African goat that resembles a boa. It is more compact with shorter legs. It was developed from native goats of South Africa on the rugged harsh brush country where temperatures and rainfall can vary to a marked extent. They are heat and drought resistance, they have thick palatable skin with short white hair and totally black pigment. They are adaptable to a variety of unpleasant climates, sun, cool, and rain. They are naturally resistant to tick-borne diseases such as heart water and against other external parasites. The Nubian goat. It was developed in England by crossing British goats with bucks of African and Indian origin. It is an all-purpose goat. It is useful for milk production and meat production as well to hot climatic conditions. They carried decidedly Roman nose and is always short head. They can have solid or party-colored coat, but black, red, or tan are the most common. Mature does weigh 135 pounds and mature bucks weigh 175. The Kalahari Red is a meat goat type breed that originated in South Africa. The name comes from Kalahari Desert, which span the borders of Botswana, South Africa, and Namibia. They are calm, gentle, and make excellent mothers. They have strong herding instincts. They are red in color. They can be used as good crossbreeds to increase hardiness and carcass size. Their frame is similar to that of the Boer goats. Breeds of goats in Africa. In Africa, they are large frame size of goats, small, medium frame size of goats, and then we have the dwarf type of goats, which are both meant for meat, milk, and then fiber as well. So, example of the larger frame goats, we have the Banader goat. It's a meat type of goat and it originates in Somalia. The Boer goat is a meat type of goat, originates in South Africa. The Mabiti goat is also meat type, originated in Mozambique. Maduga goat is also a both meat and milk, and that one also originates in Somalia. Then we have the Sahelian long-legged. These goats normally originate in the western part of Africa, and they are meat goats. We have the Sudan desert. It's purposely for milk. Sudanese Nubian goat, which is also purposely bred for milk. Sukria is also a meat goat originated in Ethiopia. Then some of the small medium frame goats include then Maradi or Red Sokoto goat. That one too is from Nigeria. It's a meat goat. And then we have Maasai, which is also in Niger. Now, the dwarf type, we have the East African dwarf, which is in Uganda and Zaire. We have the Kosi dwarf in Eastern Africa, Sudan dwarf in Cameroon. Then we have the West African dwarf, which are common in Sudan Ghana, and then other part of West Africa. The types of breed in West Africa include the West African dwarf and the West African long-legged. Basically, in West Africa, we have the West African dwarf and the Sahelian long-legged. In Ghana, these are the type of the West African dwarf that we have. Example, the type of goats that we use here. It spans across all Africa. So in Ghana, we call it Ghana dwarf. In Nigeria, they call it Nigeria dwarf. In Liberia, they call it Liberian dwarf. They are all African type of dwarfs. And then in West Africa, we are within Africa. So this is the dwarf type. We have the Sahelian long-legged or the West African long-legged or Sahelian. They are tall, very tall. And within this, we have Sokoto red long-legged. All this type of long, they are very tall and long as well. Thin legs. These are the types of goats in West Africa. And in Ghana, basically, these are the two common types that we have. The dwarf and the long-legged. And so this is a typical example of the West African long-legged. These goats are commonly found in the Sahelian region of Burkina Faso, Mali, Niger, and as you are going northwest of Africa. This is the conclusion of my video. Thanks for viewing and stay tuned for more updates. Bye-bye.